Don't waste your life.
Set up a schedule and just do the work.
When no one else does.
So this is how you level up.
Every family deserves to have a winner.
I give you the map. You are willing to do that?
You gotta work. Your time is gonna happen. You're here for a reason.
And you don't fall down. If you fall down, you get back up. You keep getting back up.
Go back to the gym, work, because you have more to show.
It's time to get back to work.
Set your goals high. Quit thinking about what's wrong. Start thinking what's right.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
You are what you think about. Everything that you think about, you become. Thoughts lead to actions. Actions lead to behaviors. Behaviors leads to lifestyle. Lifestyle determines your destiny. So everything begins in the mind. If you can control and wield your mind, you can very much determine your destiny. Control your mind, you control your future.
I don't care who you are, if you're 8 years old or 80 years old, it's never too late. It's never too late. Don't listen to these people who want to put you in a box. Don't listen to them. Be you.
Stay home, man. Stay home and do your thing. Good luck to you. I wish you all the luck in the world. There's going to be a small group of hungry savages out there that are going to run every one of you over. And you can sit home and you can cry and complain about how you didn't get yours and it's because this person had this opportunity that you didn't have. It's all bullshit crybaby stuff.
Imagine if you wake up every day with $84,600 in your bank account. And every day, at the end of the night, it's gone, whether you wasted it or not, and then the next day you get another $84,600. You would do everything in your power to spend it. Because you know the next day you're getting $84,600. You don't want to leave nothing there. You'd make the best of it, right? You get 84,600 seconds. Why waste time? It doesn't carry over to the next day. It doesn't earn interest. You know? Take every day and every moment and make something of it. Make something positive.
You need a day. A good day where you get moving and you get your legs pumping and you get your heart rate up and you sweat and then afterwards you feel great and you go, okay, tomorrow I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, you got 15 days in a row. And the next thing you know, you're down 10 pounds.
That's right.
And the next thing you know, you're cutting off on the booze and you're eating good and you're getting in shape and you look way better and you feel better.
That's it.
You make better choices.
Yeah.
Your life moves smoother.
There's two things I've learned from these past 7 months. Number one is that hard work pays off. And number two is that dreams come true. I don't care nothing about fame, yeah? I don't care about fame. The gold belt is what I want. The 2 gold belts. I was a 2-weight world champion in the previous organization. Now I'm on the big stage at the UFC. I want that featherweight belt and I want that lightweight belt. That's my goal. The money is going to come with that. Don't get me wrong. It's prize fighting. I'm after the money as well. But the money comes with the belt. And the belt is what I'm focused on. I don't care about fame.
If you show up in a crowd and your goal is to fit in, then you're putting your self-worth on the line. But if you show up and your goal is just to be yourself, then you can't fail, and then you leave feeling good about yourself because you have control over that. But if you're showing up and you're just doing and being anything just to be fit into the crowd, and you don't fit in and you're not even being yourself, then who the fuck are you? You know, you're worthless. So it's a lot easier to just show up and make the goal to be seen rather than to be accepted, because that's who you are and it's in your control.
Life is going to play out the way it's going to play out. There will be some good and some bad. Most of it is actually just up to your interpretation. You're born, you have a set of sensory experiences, and then you die. How you choose to interpret those experiences is up to you, and different people interpret them in different ways.
75 years. That's how much time you get if you're lucky. 75 years, 75 winters, 75 springtimes, 75 summers, and 75 autumns. When you look at it like that, it's not a lot of time, is it? Don't waste them. Get your head out of the rat race and forget about the superficial things that preoccupy your existence and get back to what's important now. Right now, this very second. And I'm not saying drop everything and let the world come to a grinding halt. I'm saying that you can become a seeker. You can be loving more. You can be taking some chances. You can be living more. You can be spending more time with your family. You can be getting in touch with the part of you that lives instead of fears, the part of you that loves instead of hates.
What did you say? Fear is nothing but contaminated faith.
That's right.
Fear is nothing but contaminated faith. My chest is sagging right now because I ain't been lifting weights. So you gotta lift them faith weights. You gotta do your curls and your squats daily. You may get injured. You may wanna throw them down. You may wanna give up. You may never be big. You may never be big. But man is not spelled B-I-G.
If you're 20s, work day and night. Do as many things, learn as much as you can, fail as often as possible.
What about work-life balance in your 20s?
Okay. Because that's the time to put in the hard work. Your work-life balance actually comes out later.
Some people can see farther than others. Some people are impressed with limitations. We all live in our own world of limitations. Some people can see farther than others. So therefore, when people judge what I'm doing with their logic, it can't be done. Their reasoning says it can or shouldn't be done. Their knowledge of history says it can't be done. So their reasoning, their knowledge, and their logic clashes with my superior belief. Therefore, the result is they don't believe.
Wherever focus goes, energy flows. It's corny, but it's true. In fact, maybe an easier way of saying it is, we don't experience life. None of us do. We experience the life we focus on. So in any moment, what's wrong is always available. So is what's right. So it's not about being positive. It's about being intelligent. When you're in a totally negative state and the world's going to end and there are people like believing that in the next 12 years, the entire environment's going to collapse and they won't have a child, you got to look at the impact of what you're believing. And you got to look at and say, where's my focus going? I can always be upset about something. I can always find something to be joyous or at least grateful for, which leads to joy. And I think it's learning to discipline your disappointments, not allow them to grow and to move on and to use whatever life has given you.
Every single practice, I would leave crying. I was 18 years old, complete ego just shattered because I thought I was a man. Come down every single practice, whether it was wrestling, get just shit on. I've never wrestled in my life until I moved there. Even kickboxing, I'm like, damn, there's guys that can hit me. I've never really been hit. So after every practice, it hurt. I was like, fuck, dude, maybe this ain't for me, but what the fuck else am I gonna do? I wasn't gonna go to school. I wasn't gonna go to college. I knew that in like 3rd grade. I had no other plans. And I was like, I enjoy training. And I don't remember when I was like, damn, I could make it fighting. But yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna do anything else.
Everyone's unique. You know what I mean? You take, like Bruce Lee said, you take from everyone. And you use what is useful and you discard what is not, and you add what is uniquely your own. That's a famous Bruce Lee quote, and I suppose that's what I'm doing, without even realizing it, unconsciously.
There's a great line from Rick and Morty, where Rick says or does something that's honest but controversial and everyone's booing, and he says, your boos don't mean anything to me. I've seen what you people cheer for. And I have to tell you, like, I felt that when I heard it. Like, it's a cartoon, but I felt that, because I thought, yeah, like what the crap, like, if you wanna conduct the orchestra, you gotta turn your back on the audience. Like, if you want to do something beautiful, you have to do something different very often, and you have to do it in a very unafraid way.
No good story happens from things going right. My granddad always said this. The greatest gifts in life are not in the plans, they're in the detours. There is no way I could plan my way to being on the stage. I have failed a lot more and a lot longer than I have succeeded. I didn't originally get the role in Top Gun that I auditioned for, and it's worked out better than I could have ever even imagined. So if you want your life to be a great story, like a great movie, if you want it filled with adventure, comedy, romance, action, thrills, when you go out there and things inevitably don't go according to plan, just remember, that's when your movie's plot is just getting interesting. That's when your protagonist is being tested. That's when the writers are working overtime to give the audience some nail-biting drama. Enjoy things not going according to plan. If you knew the ending, it wouldn't be worth the watch. No good story happens from things going right.
You've got a quote that says, most successful people are just a walking anxiety disorder harnessed for productivity. Why do you say that?
All my life, I've had this feeling that when I wake up, I need to do something. I'm just constantly whipping myself. I basically feel like if I don't achieve, I'm a piece of shit. I am just obsessed with solving problems, and I'm hyper aware of problems. Like, at any given time, my brain is 5 steps ahead of all the things that could go wrong. My game, if you will, is to try and prevent all the terrible things from happening. And I think that makes me a good entrepreneur, but it makes me kind of a miserable person.
You can have what you want in 5 years, but there's 2 conditions. You have to know what it is, and you have to aim at it. Figure out what you want, write it down, figure out what you could do to start moving towards that. Okay, do that with your family relationships. Do that with your friendships. Do that with your career. Do that with your education. Think about your misuse of alcohol and drugs and other things that might drag you down. Develop a vision, and you have to do that in dialogue with yourself, right? It's like, if I could have what I wanted, what would satisfy me? And you might think, well, I could never get that. And I could say, well, maybe not, but I'll tell you one thing, man. You can move towards it. And I know almost all the pleasure is in the moving toward.
You see, the underdog story is the realest story there is. Because when you come from nothing, you appreciate everything. You hustle different. you love different, and you lead different. So today, I want you to do 3 things. Stay humble. Never forget where you came from. Stay hungry. Keep that fire in your soul. And stay true. Always be real with yourself and the world. Because the world don't need no more copies. It need originals. And trust me, ain't nobody else that can do what you do like you do.
To every kid watching, I want you to hear me loud. You are not your zip code. You are not your last name. You are not your setbacks. You are your vision. You are your work ethic. You are your will. You are the quiet whisper inside you that says, I know there's more for me in this life. Hold on to that voice. It will be tested. The dogs is barking.
Be selfish. Be selfish for the next 3 years. Go get yourself strong. Go put your own oxygen mask on. Put some money in the bank. Crush your company. Be selfish with your time. Be selfish with your income. Be greedy on the amount of money you want to make. Because if you go all in, if you stop thinking, I wish I could do more, be more, go all in and make the money. And what you can do in 5 years from now, what you can do in 7 years from now, what you could do in 12 years from now is unbelievable.
Why not? Why not take full advantage? Something that I love can actually secure my family's future and make us live a good life for the rest of our days, you know what I mean? And it's not work. I don't work, I live. You know what I mean? I don't have a job, I just have a life.
You are the only thing that matters. Believe in what you believe in. Nobody else matters. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to hold yourself to your truth. You have to hold yourself to your beliefs. Don't worry about the haters, they ain't shit. Don't worry about the naysayers, because they ain't shit. At the end of the day, be true, be loyal, be perseverant. Just love yourself, man. King James signing off.
It's a very strange, funny time where everybody would love to be able to be themselves, but they can't, because they must fall in line with the person in front of them. You want to live that kind of life, I wish you the best. I'll be on the other side somewhere.
Think about how many years, months, hours, seconds, days, all that shit you have wasted on people who suck the fucking life out of you. Today's a good day for you to go through and shit can those motherfuckers. Shit can those motherfuckers who only call you when they fucking need something. Shit can those motherfuckers who can't get over shit, who continue to bring up shit from the past, who can't move forward. Life is short. Life is precious. Spend that time with the people you love, the people you want to give that time to. Real friends, real family. Everybody else, they're just sucking up the air you breathe. You need that motherfucker to be hard. Stay hard.
Who do you have the least amount of filter with when you're around them? Who can you sit in silence with and not have to fill it? These are the people that you should prioritize spending your time with, because we all feel the compulsion to change ourselves to fit in. We adjust our behaviors and our words and our nature and everything in an attempt to be liked and validated and accepted. And the more people who make it feel safe for you to truly be yourself around them, the more confidence that you have to be that person every day.
You only have to be right one time. You don't have to figure it all out in advance. You can be wrong, you can pick the wrong career, you can pick the wrong job, you can pick the wrong spouse, you can pick the wrong whatever. But you get it right one time, you're set. But if you don't try, and if you don't go out there and try all those different things, you'll never get that one time. Try them all. Try them all until you find the one you like. And then it's like, it gets really easy, because even when shit's up, you're on a mission. You're loving what you do.
Somebody very close to me, I was at a party once and I was dancing and they said, embarrassment is an underexplored emotion, go out there and make a fool of yourself. And things like that.
That's really
right?
A good mantra.
To just go for it. Like feel that feeling, the fear of cringe.
That's
and
really
then go
good.
out there and do it.
Dude,
because
that's
everything
really
you want
good.
is on the other side of that.